Cast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, and joining our webinar. My name is Siddesh Rane. I work as a growth hacker for Netcore, and I lead the product and growth marketing initiatives at Netcore. Today, we will be discussing on how to make browser push notifications. A few things to remember. You will be on the listen-only mode. Although if you have any questions, please use the chat window to ask questions during the session. You can use #Netcore webinar to tweet. We'll also be sharing the slides and recording post-webinar, which will help you in case you have missed on jotting any of the points. Also, we have Dharmesh Sinha joining us today. Dharmesh is a Chief Manager Marketing at Axis Securities and has over 11 years of experience in the field of marketing with BFSI sector. In his previous stints, Dharmesh was associated with Indiabulls EMC, Principal Financial Group, and UTI EMC. He has managed various advertising, branding, and digital campaigns in his profession. Dharmesh is an MBA in marketing from Mumbai University and a graduate in science with mathematics as majors.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Dharmesh here from Axis Securities. So today we'll go ahead with the presentation on browser push notification. It's a very interesting topic, and we were the early adopters in the BFSI sector, so we wanted to reach out to the customers, reach out to the consumers who who have visited our website, but not on a regular basis they visit our website. So at least from the marketing perspective, we are able to reach those guys. We are able to send notification to these guys with the help of browser push notification. So Siddesh take you through the presentation in detail, and if you have any question, as Siddesh said, you can hashtag it and send it across.
Okay, so this is the agenda for today. As we start with a brief on browser push notifications and understand how to effectively use it. We'll also be seeing the use cases and best practices, and at the end of the section, we'll be talking about the growth hacks with you. So what exactly is browser notification? In simple words, it is a new way to grab attention of your potential customers while they are not on your website. Do they work on your mobile phones? Yes, but as of now, it only works on Android phones. Okay, so let's try to understand why should you use browser push notifications. So 90% of the users browse as anonymous users, and most of them either bounce off or exit after they are unable to find something relevant on your website. So marketers then run expensive remarketing campaigns to get these users back. This is where can be that ultimate cost-effective retargeting machine, which can help get relevant users back on the website. I think Dharmesh, you can also add here, if you can tell us, like how much what is the percentage of amount that you spend on remarketing to get these users back?
So as far as browser push notification is concerned, so wanted to have the anonymous users get our notification. We have a good amount of click rate, so as good as 7% is the click rate from browser push notification. So considering if we have a lakh users, a lakh people who have opted for our browser push notification, so we are able to get those guys, and 7 to 8% click rate is on that browser push notification. So whether it be our product or any of the feature that we announce through browser push and send the core communication or core marketing idea to the consumer. So being in the broking industry, we also have various products being launched and third-party products being launched on a daily basis. We're considering IPOs of various companies or NFOs or our product features as well. So we wanted to reach out to those not only through email and SMS; those are the conventional mediums. So rather innovative medium as such. So browser push notification being one of them.
Correct. So I'm sure because in the BFSI industry, a lot of users they do not log in, as compared to other verticals like e-commerce or travel, where they have to log in, right? So we'll just check out some more reasons why one should actually use browser push notifications. So a few reasons listed out here. One is you can start sending updates to your subscribers as soon as they opt in on the website. Okay. Second is ad blockers or pop-up blockers do not impact them at all. Spam filters do not emails, and timely and triggered updates to your customers can further give them a great experience. So your website opt-ins can actually as much as 20 times to your current traffic within a span of 5 to 6 months.
So we experienced the same. So we in the month of 6-7 months, we have grown to 20x of the users who have opted for browser push. And the beautiful part of browser push notification is that if somebody logs in or if somebody visits our website on mobile, so he gets a say allow or block kind of message for browser push. If once he does the allow button, so he need not download our app too. So considering a corporate, if you're having an app, you can send browser push notification on both the mediums, say on laptop anyways, and on mobile. Customer need not download the app and need not log in on your website. And even after doing not doing these two activities, you as a corporate are able to reach those guys through browser push notification, through various communication or through various core communication that you have that you want to promote on that particular day as such.
Correct. So, Ramesh, what we'll do is we'll check out a further slide which talks about the industry adopters in terms of browser push notifications. So here is a list where the media companies like news-related companies who publish a lot of information on a day-to-day basis. I think they rank first. So around 47% of media companies actually send out browser push notifications. Second is online portals and e-commerce websites. They are around 36%. Access has been adopters of this channel, right? And has got an amazing traction using this channel. So Dharmesh, how has your experience been so far, for these 5 to 6 months?
If we go by numbers, we almost have a lakh people who. So we started with 4,000 kind of users who opted for browser push notification. In this short span of 6-7 months, we have almost a lakh users with a say average click rate of 8% for each of the browser push notification. Now there are various kind of browser push notifications also, which Siddhesh will take you guys in detail. So we started off browser push notification. Now we have evolved to a say pictorial kind of browser push notification. We have also evolved to say double action button browser push notification. So as I said, we normally promote our products, our features, and various other webinars that we also conduct internally for our customers. So it's ours is a B2C business. So we conduct various and try to promote it through browser push notification. Content promotion also of content promotion, which our website is a very comprehensive website and it's a device responsive website. It's a beautiful design website, and we want to say promote content of our website through various browser push notifications. So if I talk about our learn model, learn people consider it as a very drab kind of section in a website, but our learn model is very interactive and a very interesting, fun-filled kind of section where people can log into that section. Log in as in go to that section and check out the learn module, wherein the basics of equities, the basics of investing, derivatives. So all these kind of financial jargons which people complicated even further. So we have tried to simplify it with our brand guidelines that is called Access Direct Simple. So we have tried to simplify it there are 2 to 3 minutes of videos available, and the analogy is built with a say real time kind of a real life kind of example. So inflation can be inflation has been explained. Say how are you eating pizza and how inflation eats out in that pizza. So that kind of real time experience and technology has been built. So what I mean to say is that we use it effectively to promote these kind of content on our website. Also, our research section also has various research ideas, various companies research ideas through our technical and fundamental desk of our company is available on that section. So various research promote. So we also promote the products like we have something called pick of the week. So that's the stock pick of the week. So we want to promote picks through our browser push notification. So there are various activities that we want to see as technology is changing fast. We want to say ride on that and say try to evolve, try to build on that. and customize it more and more to our customers as such.
Great. So in the further slide, we will talk about the industry rates of, like what is the opt-in rate, what is the delivery rate like, and what is the conversion rate at the end. Just an example of 1 million users who come on websites. So this is not related to BFSI or e-commerce or travel. This is an overall number, which is a general number. So if there are 1 million users coming on the website, around 15 to 20% of them opt in on the website itself by clicking on allow. Around 55 to 60% users get the browser push notifications whenever sent from the platform, and around 8 to 12% users end up clicking on those browser push notifications. So that gives us around 6,500 to around 14,500 users who actually get re-engaged with browser push notifications. Okay. So let's talk about some best practices in terms of browser push notifications. So this example is for e-commerce industry. I'm sure, Ramesh, you, as you said earlier, you are using these large images. So has it given any good revenue, or has it given any good engagement?
Good engagement, as in the open rate for these browser push notifications is slightly higher as compared to the normal textual browser push notification as such.
Okay, so making use of relevant and catchy images is a good way to influence the users to click on your browser push notifications. Can be exploited. A lot of people have been sending a lot of promotional notifications, and it's very important to have a very good UI based browser push notification so that the user could click on it. Okay, the second one is making use of two call to action buttons. Now generally a lot of people, whenever we talk about call to a yes or a no comes into the mind, right? But if you smartly use these call to action buttons, where say for example in this case, there's a particular e-commerce website wherein there are 740 credit points that can be redeemed by the user. The idea would be to send them two call to actions where we ask him if you want to redeem those points right now, or would you want it to redeem after 24 hours or maybe 7 days. So that way you will be able to send him the browser push notification again. So this can be one of a good use, or I mean best practices where you can send browser push notifications. The third would be actually experimenting with time. So time is a best practice. I'm sure, Dhanesh, you must have tried experimenting with the time as well in your campaigns, right?
So for webinar, ours is a B2C business. In fact, we used to conduct our webinars during the daytime or say during the second half time. So that was not very effective as such, but considering B2C business, we have recently started having a webinar during the evening slot as such, say 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening. So the traction of those kind of webinar is much higher as compared to the previous webinars as such. So timing is obviously important, and we also want to send the browser push notification say in the second half as such, where people intend to say have a little leisure to click on those notifications. Otherwise you get a number of notifications from various websites and you tend to close those when you are say during in your work and in the first half of the day as such.
Okay, so in this example, as you can see, we have sent a browser push notifications where we have asked if Priya wants to order lunch before 1 o'clock or before a particular time. So this is a way you should actually experiment, as Ramesh also said, that they've been sending browser push notifications in the evening, they've been having webinars in the evening, and that has given them a good traction. Okay, so we move on to the further slide. So this is again a very important point where we shouldn't exploit browser push notification as a channel, because we've already seen a lot of exploitation in terms of SMS, voice, and emails, which is which ends up giving a bad experience to the user. Plus, the main point is the brand can also get blocked forever in terms of Google Chrome browser notifications. Plus, it also gives a bad experience. So I think we shouldn't send a lot of broadcast browser push notifications. We should stick to something more, which is more data-driven personalization, or which is more related to dynamic content, or it can be experimented at different times. So we'll talk about some use cases for browser push notifications. So these are three use cases for browser push notifications for e-commerce. One is which all the three examples are of triggered browser push notifications. So as you can see, the first one is post-purchase notification. The moment, say, Dharmesh or Siddesh or Raj has a particular product, and that product will be, say, delivered after 2 days, it would be a good idea to actually send them a notification product has been dispatched from the inventory. So this can be. Second could be the points that he has. It can also be worked for credit card companies where there are a lot of points or movie tickets available where you can actually send these type of browser push notifications so that the user can avail these points. The third would be third is a thing that is upcoming and a lot of people have been started using it. That is abandoned cart messages or communications. Whereas say for example a user has put a product in the wish list or he has added to the cart, but he's not purchased it or he has not completed the action, you can send a browser push notification to get him back and complete the action. And just as an icing on the cake, you can maybe give him % off or a particular sweepstake so that he can actually complete that action. Next, we talk about browser push notifications for travel. As you can see, travel industry is also adopting to browser push notifications. But there are a few things that we can of doing these use cases. But for example, being delayed. Although it is very important to send an email and SMS communication, but around 55 to 60% users are always online. So maybe this can also be one of the communications that you would want to send, where you can tell the user that the plane timing has been updated or delayed. Second thing you can also do is if there is a particular weather update you want to send across, so that could trigger a purchase on your website. So that can also be done. And the third would be more of an experience where if the user has booked a particular package on your website, say for example, he's booked a package for Manali or he's booked a package for some other nice, and send all the events which are there in that particular destination. So that can help the user to have a good experience with it. Third, we will talk about browser push notifications for BFS. So, Dharmesh, if you would like to add on this.
So here the example is has been what Siddesh has put in for the life insurance policies or insurance policies per se. From our point of view, from security's point of view, so we do a lot of notification from the so we have notification going on for various products. So there are notifications built on say equity products. So it can be XYZ stock that you need to purchase as such, or it can be a mutual fund ideas also. So whether he's holding in portfolio or it is an anonymous user. So we intend to send those kind of browser push notification to our customers and notify them that say stock picks from our side and you need to invest now. So we normally button and say the dual action point or dual action button that we have is normally a login window as well as a product page where we want to navigate the customer to go to.
So what we can discuss is, Ramesh, we can also talk about how Access Securities, grew from the 4,000 initial opt-in users to more than 90,000 users. In fact, now more than 1 lakh users in a span of just 180 days. If you can just highlight on, what were the triggers that you might have used. Like, I remember you telling me about, sending webinar notifications and product related notifications.
So what we have bifurcated at our end is normally three kind of we have bifurcated 3 of the product and 3 of the categories that we normally want to notify our customers. So the first is the product and the features that we want to promote. So product can be any of the mutual fund ideas or a product idea or a say equity idea from our research desk. So we, as I said earlier also, that we have a particular page on our website which is dedicated to research ideas as such. So whatsoever is the latest research ideas, so we intend to notify it to our esteemed customers and say that this is the research pick of the day, research pick of the week, research pick of the fortnight. So these kind of notification we want to customers, and obviously click and log in, they can transact it there, then and there only. So whether it be mobile or whether it be their laptop as such. Second is the content promotion of website and say various content, as in the learn module that we have, those kind of things we intend to promote. And the third is the webinar. So webinar is one of our key features that we want to, and it's considering it's a B2C kind of format where we intend to reach to our customers, and we intend to take knowledge through our webinars. So webinars are also conducted by our research desk. So our research desk is one of the award-winning desks that we have. So recently we had won the Business Award also for the best technical research. So people look out for research ideas from our side, and we intend to notify and communicate it to the customers through browser push notification. And obviously, why browser? Obviously, we communicate it through the conventional mediums also, email and SMS. But browser push notification, obviously, people need not be on our website, and they are in their leisure, say, surfing it through their Facebook or their social media, and say, considering they have opened a Chrome browser and they get a notification from our side. So they need not log into our website, they need not browse to our website, and even though we are able to communicate with the core communication idea that we have.
Okay, so just one question on this. What type of users come, through browser? Are they high-profile users who come from browser push notifications?
So we have a varied kind of customers. We have HNIs also. We have say NRIs also, and we have our retail individual customers from our customer database also. So these guys obviously look out for our website. They browse to our website, and there is a huge number of page sessions that we have on our website. So it's approx 1 million as such. So on a monthly basis.
Okay, great. Thanks. So we move on to the growth hacking section. So these are some basic growth hacks we will be talking about. I've listed around 4 growth hacks which we can talk on browser push notifications. So the first is a very simple one. It's double opt-in process. So think about it in this way. If the user clicks on block, you're presumably blocked forever, right? So this is a very rare chance that the user might just go in the settings and click on, he can unblock you. So basically, you will be blocked forever. So what you can do is you can maybe create a web message which asks him to, allow. Then it automatically allows in the Google Chrome browser. So this way, you can minimize the number of people actually blocking you for browser push notifications. The second is promoting mobile app through browser push notifications. As mobile push notifications needs users to download the app in order to send them push notifications, browser push notifications can be sent without the need to download the mobile apps. So this can be really helpful because a lot of times users actually use mobile apps to send push notifications. But imagine if the user has already browser push notifications on the mobile phone, you can actually send them to the mobile phone. And this can really help in terms of getting more engagement from the user. The third is rather a very important one, is cross-channel identification. So let's assume InvestNow is a brand from broking industry and sends an email informing the customers about recent IPO launch in the market. Customers click on the email and come to InvestNow's website. Now, using the email attribution feature, the brand can identify that one of these users who came on the website, avdut@gmail.com, since the platform used for sending browser notification is the same platform used for sending the email and to track the website activities, InvestNow would be able to track if the visitor avdut@gmail.com has opted for browser notifications in the past, or if he does it in the future, and map this data with the visitor's ID. So with this, InvestNow can now engage with him with most meaningful and convincing communication here on. So that way, the best part is because you have a common platform, you can actually understand the behavior of the user on browser push notifications and send out emails, or understand the user behavior from the emails and send out browser push notifications accordingly. Last, a very important step actually, it's including cross-channel marketing campaigns. A lot of marketers, still doing broadcasts, but if you effectively use it along with email, SMS, or voice, you can actually, have a great engagement and a great customer experience. So this is again, what we should do. So we'll wait for some questions. Do you have any questions? So we'll have the first question. That is, so Dharmesh, if you can answer this, what do you think would be the future of browser push notifications for BFSI?
Okay. As the technology is evolving day by day and the world is say converting to a digital world altogether, browser push notification will not be left untouched by these features as such. So considering what I envisage the future of browser will be, say, going more and more say personalized and customized kind of communication to the customer. So as we said in the presentation, you can notify customer from the say e-commerce point of view. So if somebody has purchased or put a particular element on his, notify that you can avail a particular offer on that card. So from the BFS view, what we customizing it more and more as far as broking industry is concerned. If having a stock in his portfolio, we can notify whether to add more on that stock or sell that stock. So those kind of notification we can send through browser push notification. So a customer need not be logged into our website, checking his portfolio, investment portfolio every day. And then also we can notify that, hey, you are holding a XYZ stock or XYZ need to say square off these call or add on to these stocks as such. So this is what I see the future of browser push notification.
Okay. So we have one more question. That is, can we use dynamic content in browser push notifications? Would you want to answer that? So as of now, we can use dynamic content. It is more of a data-driven personalization, in fact, where we can understand the behavior of the user on the website. We can track the activity of the users, and then based on that, based on which section he actually browsed or action did he take, a browser push notifications. So it won't be a dynamic content as such, but it's for data-driven personalization. Okay. One more question. GIF image in browser push notifications. So, okay, we also have one more question. That is, can we use video in browser push notifications? So as of now, it is more, it's not a restriction of the product as of now, but it is more from the Google Chrome side, where as of now, playing a video in browser push notification is not there, but definitely use images. So GIF images is, so GIF can be an animated image or a normal image, but animated image might not play right now. It might in future with further Chrome releases, we'll be able to see animated GIF images as well. Okay. So one more question we have, that is how to convert anonymous to identified user. Okay, so as we mentioned in one of the slides in the growth hacks, where we can understand, we can cross-identify the users. So what we can do is normally when a user comes on the website and he anonymously browses to the website, it's very important for the user to give at least one unique identity of himself. So for example, if the user comes on the first day and then he goes off the website, he comes back on the second day and he browses to certain section, but he still doesn't log in. And say after 4 days he comes back again, but this time he registers with the website. Then I can actually identify that this was this XYZ was a user who browsed through all my pages in the last 4 days, and he actually registered on my website. And these are the sections he's been browsing. And this is how I can actually lay it bind and understand how this user basically converted from an anonymous to identified user. So we'll just take a few more questions. So one of the users have asked, what type of IT support or integration is required for browser push notification? So it's fairly very simple actually. We just, for browser push notification as well as any type of web activity tracking in terms of smart tech, there's only one JavaScript required, which we have to implement on the website. Once that is done, automatically the browser push notifications can be sent. Of course, the user has to opt into that browser push notifications on the website. So once he clicks on allow, we can always send browser push notifications. Okay. So one more question is, can we track clicks clicks on browser push notification? We can not only track the clicks on browser push notification, we can also actually track the views on browser push notifications. How many users has been sent the browser push notification? So that is in a way tracking the views. Plus how many people actually clicked on those browser push notifications, and how many people actually converted through those browser push notifications. So we can track these three basic things as of now. So the question that is, how can we set up triggered notifications like order dispatch notification used on an e-commerce company? So basically, this has to be more integrated with your internal database and the panel, the smart tech panel that we're talking about. And this can be easily set up in a particular way where the moment, say, a particular product is dispatched or a particular product is sold, and a notification can be sent automatically. So that is not a problem. This will not require any particular type of customization, but it will require certain APIs to be integrated together, so it can work with your particular database or your particular brand that way. So there's one more question. I think this is a very important question. Do all browsers allow browser push notification? So as of now, there is Chrome which allows, Mozilla Firefox which allows, and Safari which allows. In fact, Opera also allows, but the problem with Opera and Safari is that they only allow the basic versions of browser push notifications. So they do not allow as the way Google Chrome is evolved, Safari and Opera is not that evolved. So we have one more question. That is, does web messaging and notification take care of user behavior on the website? So the web messaging part can be easily triggered, and it can actually be based on the activity of the user on the website. Okay. So to understand this question, actually you have to understand two aspects. That is, one is the on-site type of marketing which is done through web messaging. So if the user has come on the website and say he browses on the products page or the product detail page, then that is the time when you can actually send him a web message. That will be more like an in-the-moment marketing, and you show him a particular message which triggers him to complete a particular action. The other aspect would be more like an off-site type of marketing, where the user has come on a website, but he's gone on, say, a YouTube website or some other news website, checking out some news, and this, based on his interest that he had shown on your website, you can trigger him a message. So that triggering will be, of course, data driven, but it won't be a real-time behavior that is doing on the different website, that is YouTube or Economic Times. So one more question is it possible for a WordPress website? Actually, it is possible for any type of website which can go on the web. So be it a WordPress or a PHP or any open source or any Drupal, Magenta website, it is completely possible. That is not a problem, because the entire browser push notifications happens through Chrome browser, and it is the Fire-based cloud messaging that is that actually sends out these messages. So, I think so we can take all these questions offline. You can always email me at sidesh.rane@netco.co.in. Thank you for joining all. We will definitely email the recording and the slides to you for if you have missed jotting down on any points. Thank you for attending the webinar.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dharmesh.
Thanks.